Attention duelists. Phoenix here with the long-awaited, much-anticipated return of the Watch and Learn. Due to events completely within my control, I was unable to regularly put these videos out or stream. However, now, due to events also within my control, I can. So, without further prim and posturing, let's see what's going on in the Watch and Learn. Duelist B chosen to go first. Players playing any craft, which I've never actually seen before in person. Might be a mirror as opponent activates D-Phaser. It is. It activates Trito and a craft. And a craft. Exapaticia. Pay 900 life points. Reveal 3 Enneacraft from the deck. Opponent picks 1 to go to the hand. The rest go back in the deck. Pendulum Scale. Revealed 3 Alazone. Puts it into the other Pendulum Scale. Uses its effect. Reveal 3 Enneacraft. 1 go to hand. Get Asta. Asta reveal itself. Special in 1 monster from the hand and face down defense. Activate a second D-Fissure. And pass. Duelist A activates Enneacraft Reset. Activates Enneopolis from the deck. They use the effect of their Trito Exapastis to set their Asta. Then put Exapastis in the scale. Reveal 3 Alazone. Put an Alazone in the scale. Use its effect. Reveal 3 Orgia. Use the effect of their field spell to bounce their 2 Pendulum Scales back to their hand. Then they put the Org in the scale. Use the Org, pay 900. Reveal Auctioneer. Auctioneer effect. Same reveal. They get Reverse. Activate Reverse. Go back to 3 in their hand. And the 2 in the field. Get 5 new cards. Is it draw 5? Yeah, draw 5. Cool. They get the Tremar. Reveal 3. Get Alazone. Alazone effect, summon 1. Summon 1. Summon 1. Set 3. Field spell would do a thing, but it doesn't matter. Opponent uses the Winged Dragon Raw Sphere mode to tribute 3 monsters. Smart. Player attempts to use Alazone. Duelist A's Alazone will flip to negate. Or just add a card. Yeah, just add a card in response. Negate with the other guy. As released. The flip effect to banish a card from the opponent's hand will activate. Reset to set itself again. Banish is evenly matched. Player flips up their Asta. Moves to battle. Swings at the Tremar. Tremar will negate the effect of Asta until end of turn. Don't know if it matters. Duelist B activates Enneopolis. Enneopolis removes a bunch of counters, does 5,400 damage. Not entirely sure how or what just happened. And I don't think I want to see that ever again. So let's just go to regular. I don't think I like all the Ennies having the exact same effect, which amounts to everyone's a searcher. That makes them unashable. Duelist A going first. Vanquish K9. Summons Raisin. Opponent with the Ash Blossom to negate the Raisin Search. Molcharmi Foalos. Foalos resolves. Activates Vanquish Field Spell. Target Raisin. Add Holly Sue. K9 reveals Holly Sue. Summon itself. Then Holly. Activates Rhoda. Rhoda add another Raisin. K9. Add Azuna. Joko and Holly Sue. Make Ripper. Ripper effect, attach material. Add Lantern. Set Forced Release. Turn the Raisin into Rock of the Vanquisher. Rock effect. Bring back the Holly Suit from grave. Pass the turn. Not feeding the Fualo. Opponent summons Alibur, the Jester of Despia, adding the Fallen and the Virtuous. Then activates Branded and High Spirits, showing Guiding Quem. Send away Granola. Discard Quem, add Fallen of the White Dragon. Rock of the Vanquisher effect, add Raisin from grave to hand. Holly Stew effect, reveal the Raisin as a fire execute, summon itself. Granola effect, Ripper Chain, detaching material. Ripper negating the Granola. Holly Stew effect, reveal Zuna and Lantern. Steal Alibur. Velius, return Holly Stew to hand to summon itself. Then reveal Zuna. Alright. Caesar is unaffected. Opponent activates Triple Attack Thrust, adding a Aggressive Screener. Activates it, sending a lot of cards. Tri-Brigade Springman's Kit was sent, will summon itself back. Sorry, summon Quem back. Quem was summoned, send Fallen of Albaz, which is to say Albion Shrouded. Then Fallen of the White Dragon effect, send away Titaniclad to summon itself. Quem effect, target Blazing Cartesia in the graveyard. Fallen of the White Dragon effect, Azuna will chain. Azuna summon. Fallen of the White Dragon, summon Incredible Ecclesia. Blazing Cartesia brought back. Azuna effect, Ecclesia will chain, contributing herself. Ecclesia brings out Fallen of Albaz. Azuna effect, send away Lupus. Fallen of Albaz, discarding Branded Retribution for the cost. Forced Release will chain, targeting Ripper. Fallen in Virtuous chain, targeting Ripper. Ripper is destroyed. Forced Release will whiff. Fallen of Albaz fuse itself with Rock and Azuna. Make the dragon that devours the dogma. Dragon effect, put Granola back into the deck and Lupus. Branded Retribution, banish itself. Put Branded Fusion from graveyard back into hand. Activate Fusion. Send away a White Dragon and Ecclesia. Make Albion the Branded. Albion the Branded effect. Fuse Mercurier with Albion. Make Lubellion. Lubellion effect. And Mercurier chain. And Branded Sword, also chain. Branded Sword, put the Mercurier from banish back in the hand. Mercurier's effect, get another Albion the Shrouded. And Lubellion effect, fuse itself with Fallen of Albaz to make Mirror Jade. Blazing Cartesia, fuse Albion, Fallen of Albaz, and the other one for another dragon that devours the dogma. Tribute Albion to summon Bestial Lubellion. Bestial activate Branded Lost from the deck. Mirror Jade effect, banish one, banish Alibur. Player swings at the Caesar. Caesar souls off a Raisin in hand. Yeah, Vanquish Soul Start, protect the Raisin by showing off the Raisin in hand. Then the other dragon that devours the dogma swing over it. Mirror Jade go face, Bestial Rebellion face, and the Blazing for exact damage. It's neat that Branded has had years of support. It is super annoying that this means that they can just play through anything. Also, that grass looks greener should not be playable. That is too powerful of a card if it can resolve. Duel's A is up. We got Sky Striker. Summons Ray. Ray effect. Opponent with a max C. Max C resolve. Ray, tag out for Ace 0. 0 effect. Add Mobilize and Engage to hand. Activate Pot of Desires, banish 10. Draw 2. Activate Mobilize Engage. Get Special Maneuver Lemnis Gate. Set forward, pass. Opponent's turn activates Branded High Spirits. Shows Mercurier. Sends away the Rindbrum. Adds a Fallen of the White. Fallen of the White effect. Send away Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon. Summon itself. It's on. Someone will attempt to activate. Widow Anchor will chain to negate. Use the effect of a Blazing Cartesia in hand. Summon itself. Ecclesia the Dark Dragon. Target Rindbrum. And Zero. Zero will chain. Cartesia will chain to do a fuse. Fallen and the Virtuous will chain. Send away Albion to destroy the Cartesia. Popped her. Zero effect. Tag out for a Ray and a Rose. And also popping the Fallen of the White, it looks like. Which at the end of that chain means that the opponent gets nothing. They then activate Branded Opening, sending Alibur the Jester. Alibur effect. Forbidden Droplet, send away Rose to negate Alibur. Still have one card in hand and all that stuff in his graveyard. But they almost pass turn, but doing the end step. Cartesia does her thing. Ray will chain to summon a Ace, making Kagari. Cartesia is returned to the hand. Kagari on summon, add Engage back to hand. Albion, add another Fallen of the Virtuous. And now turn passes back to Skystrike player. Activate the Engage, getting Linkage, and also drawing one. Opponent activates Droll. Radiant Typhoon Visions will activate, chaining to the Droll, drawing 2 while they can. And then discard the 1. Now under Droll, Kagari turn into Hayate. Move to battle, Hayate swing direct. Still in battle, activate Mobilize Linkage. Tag out for Shizuku. Shizuku, swing over the Alibur. Activate another Linkage. Tag out for another 0. 0 go direct. 0, tribute self. Summon Ray and Rose. Both go direct. Ray, tag out. Make Kagari again. Re-adds Widow Anchor. And go direct. Rindbrum effect. Able to summon a Fallen of the White by banishing itself. Fallen of the White attempt to use effect. Second Forbidden Droplet, say no. Fallen and the Virtuous. Send away a Pleasing the Dark Dragon to get rid of the Fallen so the attack direct can continue onward, unimpeded, and that's the game. Not too bad. We have a third branded. Cartesia, she's out. Fallen of the White, send away Titaniclad, summon self. Bring out Ecclesia the Virtuous. Ecclesia and Fallen White. Make Ecclesia and the Dark. Ecclesia in the Dark. Banish self. Summon Guiding Quem. Quem, send away Branded High Spirits. Summon Springgan's Kit. Kit, add Opening. Return Fualos. Blazing Cartesia, fused with Hit, make Granola. Granola effect, send away Albion. During the end step, Branded High Spirits, return to hand. Blazing Cartesia, return to hand. Incredible Ecclesia, return to hand. Activate Branded Opening, still in the end step, summon Alibur the Jester of Despia. Adds Branded in red. Still in the end step, activate Branded in red. Return the Fallen of the White. Fuse it with the Alibur. Make Lubellion the Searing. Lubellion the Searing effect. pitching the Ecclesia the Virtuous. Guiding Quem will chain. Quem resummon Blazing Cartesia. Lubellion fuse itself with Fallen of the White, make a Mirror Jade. Titanic Lad, summoning a Dogmatica Ecclesia, who adds another Fallen of the Virtuous. Still the end step, activate Fallen of the Virtuous. Send away Sprint the Iron Dash, popping their Granguinol. Sprint effect, add Fallen of the White Dragon, Albion, set Branded Retribution, and Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon, resummon Self. That was all in the end step. This should not be allowed. It's too much. Opponent, mirror match, activates Albion, send away Branded Retribution, Ecclesia and the Dark effect chain, Fallen the Virtuous chain, send away Titaniclad to pop Ecclesia and the Dark, Blazing Cartesia chain to do a fuse, Cartesia fuse herself with the Dark and the Fallen White in hand, make the Dragon that devours the Dogma. Bunch of stuff whiffs, Albion resolves, Guiding Quem effect, return Fallen of the White, Dragon that devours effect, activate, Branded Retribution chain, re-add their branded card, re-adding Fallen of the Virtuous, Dragon that devours, returning Titaniclad and Albion from graveyards to extra decks, Quem summon Fallen of the White, White bring back Incredible Ecclesia, opponent summons Alubur, the Jester of Despia, Alubur effect, add Branded Lost, activate the Lost, Ecclesia effect, tribute self, brings out Fallen of Albaz. Fallen of Albaz effect, pitch 1, fuse itself with Alubur the Jester, make Lubellion the Searing. Opponent activates Branded Fusion, send away Ecclesia and Fallen, make their own Albion, Albion effect, Branded Lost chain, Branded Lost, add 1 Blazing Cartesia to hand, Albion, fuse Alubur and the Fallen of the White, make their own Lubellion, Lubellion effect, pitch Albion the Shrouded, fuse itself with Fallen of the White Dragon by shuffling back, make their own Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade effect, send away Titaniclad to banish the opponent's Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade effect activate for being removed from the field to resolve during the end step. Player summons Incredible Ecclesia, use her effect, tag out for Fallen of the White Dragon. Branded Retribution will chain. Returning Titaniclad and Sprint to negate the Fallen of the White Dragon and destroy it. Blazing Cartesia effect, special summon self for existing. Granguinol effect, banish itself. Summon Despian Luluwalith. Cartesia effect, fusing with Albion, making their own Granguinol. Granguinol effect, send away Dragon that Devours. Luluwalith effect, stat boost. Activate Nadir's Servant, send away Alba Lanatus, add Fallen of the White. Set 1, during the end step, Incredible Ecclesia, return to hand. Blazing Cartesia, return to hand. Dragon that Devours, add Mercurier. Albion the Branded, set Branded in red. Alba Lanatus, add Branded Fusion. Titaniclad, add Quem. And then Mirror Jade effect activates to blow up all the monsters, which include a Mirror Jade, which will then blow up all the monsters. Branded High Spirits, return to hand. Blazing Cartesia, return to hand. Incredible Ecclesia, return to hand. Pass turn. Disgusting. Branded Retribution, ban itself, re-add Fallen and the Virtuous. Activate Fallen Virtue. Send away Albion, pop Branded Lost. Special summon Ecclesia for existing. Ecclesia in the Dark, target the Mirror Jade and the Banish. Fallen in the Virtuous Chain, target the Mirror Jade. Ecclesia, tribute self, tag out. Tags out for Fallen with the White. Mirror Jade returns. Ecclesia in the Dark gets rid of the thing. Fall into the White effect, Grand Guignol the Chain. Grand Guignol, summon Dogmatic Ecclesia. Dogmatic Ecclesia summoned. Both Dogmatic Ecclesia effects. Branded Red, Chain 3. Target Fallen of the White. Fallen of the White, re-add Fallen of the White. No. Branded Red, re-add Fallen of the White. Then fuse it with Ecclesia for Albion the Sanctifier. Ecclesia's effect, add Fallen in the Virtuous. Other Ecclesia also add Fallen in the Virtuous. Cartesia effect, summon Self. Battle phase, swing at Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade, send away Sprint. Forbidden Droplet, send away 2 cards. Negate the effects and have the attacks of Mirror Jade and Sanctifier. Attack continues. Mirror Jade go bye-bye. Sanctifier and Cartesia crash. During the end step, Cartesia return to hand. Ecclesia return to hand. Activate Branded and High Spirits. Send away Ecclesia. Send away Grand Guignol. Add Mercurier. Albion effect. Add Branded Fusion. Opponents Sprint attempt to do a thing. Mercurier say nuh-uh. Sprint is stopped. Ecclesia, return to hand. Duel's B had 1 card in hand when they started their last end step. They have 8 now. I'm gonna be sick. Summon Ecclesia. Ecclesia effect. Tag out for Golden Sword Soul Duo. Fallen of the White, send away Rinbrum to summon itself. Fallen of the White, resummon Ecclesia. Fallen of the White and Golden Sword Soul. Hard Synchro for Ecclesia in the Dark Dragon. Ecclesia in the Dark. Activate effect, Fallen in the Virtuous Chain, send away Sprint. Pop Ecclesia Synchro. Blazing Cartesia effect, summon Self because it exists. Activate Branded Opening. Bring back Alibur. Alibur's back. Add Branded in White. Activate the White. Fuse Alibur and Titaniclad and Fallen in White to make Dragon that Devours the Dogma. Golden Sword Soul Duo, bench itself. Dragon that Devours Chain. Dragon that Devours, return Fallen in White and Albion from the opponent's grave to the deck. Golden Sword Soul, revive Ecclesia and the Dark. Swing the Dragons of the Dogma and crash. Ecclesia Synchro go face. Ecclesia Virtuous go face. Set 1 the end step. Set 1 before end step. Player A, re-add Brandon High Spirits and Incredible Ecclesia. Dragon that Devours, add Fallen in the Virtuous. Duelist B's, Fallen Dragon, add Springgan's Kit. And Incredible Ecclesia goes back to hand. Is this good design to people? Like, I know there's a complaint that Yu-Gi-Oh! Matches are too short because it's determined on, like, turn 1 or 2. But we're on turn 5, which doesn't feel like a lot. But it's a mirror match, and they're both doing the exact same plays at each other and making very minimal headway against each other. Player fires off Maxi immediately. Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon target the banished Mirror Jade. And the Fallen in the Virtuous. Fallen in the Virtuous activate in response. Player activates their own Fallen in the Virtuous, targeting Sanctifier. Sanctifier is stolen. Other opponents Fallen in the Virtuous whiffs. Ecclesia returned. Duelist B's Ecclesia Synchro activates. Incredible Ecclesia Chain. Incredible Ecclesia tag out for Fallen of Albaz. Ecclesia in the Dark tag itself out for Springgan's Kit. Springgan's Kit effect and Fallen of Albaz effect. Fallen of Albaz fuse itself with Incredible Ecclesia, make Albion the Branded. Springgan's Kit. Re-add their banished Branded Retribution to hand. Then return another card to deck. Tri-Brigade Springgan's Kit effect. Resummon Mirror Jade. Sanctifier swing at Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade banish 1 to send one to banish the Sanctifier, then evenly matched, clear the board afterward, except for Mirror Jade, main 2, Branded High Spirits. Send away Rinbrum and Fualos, add Cartesia. Cartesia, summon itself because they're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! End step, Ecclesia go back to hand. End step, Ecclesia go back to hand. And Ecclesia in the dark, return to field. Draw phase, Rinbrum. Summon Fallen of Albaz. Banishing itself, Fallen of Albaz, pitch 1. Opponent Forbidden Droplet Chain, discarding 2. Cartesia and Albaz negated. Ecclesia Synchro, tag itself out, Tri-Brigade Kit. Spring in Kit. Then, summon Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous, Synchro for 3 Champions of the Sword Soul. Its effect activates, Spring into Kit Chain. What do you do? Oh, add a Spellcaster. That's basically fine. Tri-Brigade, Spring against Kit, re-summon the Dragon Dogma. 3 Champions, add another Ecclesia because there weren't enough. Dogma effect, draw and lock the chain. Don't think it matters. Albion and other Dogma return to extra deck. Branded Retribution, banish itself. Add from grave, Fallen in the Virtuous. Move to battle, activate Fallen in the Virtue. Summon Fallen of Albaz from the grave. Fallen of Albaz. Triple Fusion with Cartesia and other Fallen of Albaz for Dragon of Dogma. Lethal on board. Mirror Jade go base. Dragon that devours the Dogma. Finish it. I think I'm going to have to start vetting these to make sure we don't have more mirror matches. Yeah, let's do this one. And that'll probably be the last. Not bad for the long-awaited, much-anticipated return. Duelist A, up first. Makanko. Activate Ohime the Manifested. Opponent with the Ash Blossom. Makanko Ceremony to chain. Ceremony, summon Ohime. Ash Blossom negates. Makanko Ceremony, banish itself. Send away Water Arabesque. Ohime, re-add and equip Arabesque. Arabesque, summon Sanaki the Makanko Devoted. Then summon Hugh Lee, the Makanko Jewel. Sorry, Devotee, not Devoted. Devotee, return Arabesque to hand, activate Arabesque onto Hugh Lee. Hugh Lee was equipped. Add Makanko Rivalry. Set 3, pass. Opponent summons Elf Note Lucina. Effect Veiler to say no effect. Called by to say no Veiler. Elf Note Lucina resolve. Add Regina. Regina effect. Get rid of Lucina. Summon Self. Rivalry will chain, targeting Regina. Equipping it with Axe of Fools and negating its on summon. Play summons Elf Note Power Patron, targeting Regina. Super Poly, pitching Ohime. Poly Resolve, of course it does. Fusing Regina with Hugh Lee. Make Mudragon. Makanko Rivalry, banish itself from the graveyard. Add the Water Arabesque back to hand. Player summons Incredible Ecclesia. Of course they do. Called by, thank God. Banish, negate Ecclesia. This man is a hero. Power Patron, swing over the Devotee. Turn passes. Draws Hare. Mudragon effect, change attribute to fire. Summon Hare, activate the Arabesque, targeting it. Hare respond. Ash Blossom respond to the Hot Ray. Arabesque effect, summon Hewley. Bouncing Hot Ray. Monsters to attack. Swinging the Power Patron, reflect the damage. Mudragon then swims over it. Also, Arabesque re-attached to Hewley over Hot Ray. But summons Dogmatica Ecclesia, because of course they get it off the top. Ecclesia, add Fallen in the Virtuous. Activate Fallen Virtue. Send away Albion. Pop Ecclesia. Right, no point in targeting the opponent's monsters because Mudragon will just protect. Albion adds another Fallen in the Virtuous. Player draws return. Fallen in the Virtuous. Get Regina back. Regina effect. Get Lucina. They have bodies up now. Water Arabesque effect. Lucina effect. Chain. Switching spots goes down the center. Pop the Arabesque. Hewley is back to hand. Player summon Ha-Ray. Ha-Ray and Mudragon link together. SP. SP effect. Banish Lucina. Pass turn. Player activates Maxi off the draw. Activates Theo Realize. Sending away Medius the Pure. SP Chain, targeting Regina. Both are banished until the end step. Theo Realize says top of deck. To what end? Left the opponent's card on top of their deck. End step, monsters return. Gets a Nibiru. Player sets Hewley and passes. Let me just check out this extra deck real quick. Phoenix wouldn't have helped. Yeah, not much helpful there. Opponent's turn. Things are happening. Medius the Pure. SP will chain. Get rid of itself and Regina again. Second Theo Realize, sending away second Medius. Putting the card to the bottom of the deck. Monsters return, pass turn, effect failure. Flip up Hewley. Don't know why that triggered a summon animation, but sure. Pass turn. Player summon Power Patron. SP Chain. Once again, it and Regina go bye-bye. Power Patron modulates level. Power Patron returns to the deck. Summon Medius. Medius bring out Power Patron. Medius swing over Hewley. Monsters return. Draws Preparation of Rites. Activates it. Power Patron respond. SP respond. Bench itself in Power Patron. Modulates the level of Medius. Player adds Ohime Manifested. Use Ohime effect. Add Makanko Noble Twins. Pitching Nibiru. Activate the Noble Twins. Send away Maya Washidori. Setting Fire Dance. Maya Washidori. Target Hewley in Graveyard. Summon her back. And equip. Activate the Fire Dance. Summon the Devotee. Devotee. Bounce the Fire Dance. Hewley and Devotee. Overlay. For Uzuhime, the Manifested Makanko. Adds Double-Edged Sword to hand. Put the sword onto Regina. Swings. Damage is reflected, and reflected again. We got there. Alright. Not the worst matches in the world to come back to. That one mirror match with the Branded was turbo annoying. But these are the sacrifices we make in the name of card games. But this is the end of this installment of the Watch and Learn. If you caught the stream, thanks for watching. Catching the replay, thanks for that too. Bye.